Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, a well-known Islamic cleric who has never been far from controversy, reportedly voiced a fear that immediately caught public attention. He said he was afraid that he could be next. Those few words were enough to set off a wave of reactions across Nigeria and beyond. In a country already tense from insecurity, political uncertainty, and global power shifts, fear expressed by a public figure rarely stays contained. It spreads, it mutates, it grows. And that is exactly what happened. When Sheikh Gumi spoke about his fear, many people paused. Some leaned in, others leaned back. Because whether you agree with him or not, fear coming from someone that visible raises questions. What does he know? What is he reacting to? And next after who? The context matters. Around the world, global politics has been loud, aggressive, and unpredictable. Donald Trump, even outside office, remains a symbol of hard power to many people, especially online. His name alone has become shorthand for force, consequences, and no-nonsense action. So when Sheikh Gumi reportedly suggested that he feared being next, many listeners immediately connected dots of their own. Not because he named anyone directly, but because the environment was already charged. And once people start connecting dots, narratives form quickly. Some interpreted his words as fear of international pressure. Others thought he meant local political forces. Some assumed it was about security agencies. And online, many people jumped straight to dramatic conclusions involving Trump. But what Sheikh Gumi actually expressed was fear. Not accusation, not evidence, not a declaration of pursuit. Fear. And fear is powerful. Fear does not need proof to feel real. It only needs uncertainty. Sheikh Gumi has long been a polarizing figure. Over the years, he has inserted himself into difficult conversations, sometimes as a mediator, sometimes as a commentator, sometimes as a critic. That visibility has earned him both supporters and strong opponents. So when someone like that says, "I am afraid," reactions will never be neutral. Supporters say, if he is afraid, something serious must be happening. Critics say, "Why now?" Others say, "This is exaggeration." But no one ignores it. What followed his statement was not clarity, but amplification. Social media did what it does best. Short clips replaced full context. Headlines grew sharper. Words like "on the run," "targeted," and "next" began to circulate, even when those exact terms were not officially stated. Fear turned into speculation. Speculation turned into rumor. Rumor turned into viral content. And soon the story was no longer about what Sheikh Gumi said. It was about what people thought he meant. This is where the line between personal fear and public narrative becomes dangerously thin. A person can express concern for their safety without being under pursuit, but the internet rarely allows that nuance. Once fear is spoken publicly, it becomes a canvas for projection. Some people used the moment to push political agendas. Others used it to attack or defend him. Some treated it like breaking news. Others treated it like entertainment. And yet, there was still one missing piece. No official statement from the US, no confirmation from Nigerian authorities, no evidence of any planned operation or targeting. Just a man expressing fear and the public interpreting it in 100 different ways. That doesn't mean the fear should be mocked or dismissed. Public figures, especially controversial ones, live with real risks. Words can create enemies. Positions can invite danger. And in a country battling insecurity, fear is not irrational. But fear is not the same thing as fact. Saying "I am afraid" is very different from saying "someone is coming for me." Unfortunately, in the age of instant content, that difference often disappears. People prefer certainty, even if it's false, over ambiguity. So the question becomes, why did this fear resonate so deeply?